Yo, what's up, guys? This is Scrappers Digest back again. This is going to be my breakdown and prediction of this weekend's main event, UFC 291. Aljamain Sterling versus Sean O'Malley. We got the Funk Master versus Sugar Sean. This is a highly anticipated matchup, long awaited from both guys. Both guys been talking trash, whether they had, an opponent set up for the future or not. Both guys have been talking about getting this fight in the future, and it looks like it's finally here. We're going to get it this weekend in Boston. So right off the bat, I feel this fight's going to be extremely competitive. I feel like both guys deserve this fight, absolutely. Sean is at the top of his game right now, probably one of the biggest prospects in MMA, period, especially to date at this point. Kind of followed in, the whole Conor McGregor-esque energy, to try and, bring the Sugar Show and whatnot. But at the end of the day, when he gets in there, the guy puts on a hell of a performance, and he always comes to scrap. So, like I said, I definitely feel both guys deserve this fight. On the other hand, you have Aljamain Sterling, who is now the undisputed bantamweight champion. He's beaten a few guys, defended the belt, against legends. You've got TJ Dillashaw in there, albeit, he had the arm injury, but at the end of the day, Aljo still has that win under his belt. Then you also have the most recent win over Henry Cejudo, which was impressive to say the least. It was a back and forth fight, but I still feel Aljo definitely did enough to win that fight, keep his belt, and set his place as the dominant champion at 135. But with that fight, I did see a couple things as far as Aljo. They were good and bad, in my opinion. He was definitely willing to strike with Henry, whereas Henry thought that might be where he was gonna, excel at. He also has his MMA wrestling it's a whole different, ball game, because we've seen him against an Olympic level wrestler in there, and he was still able to get him down. Keep him down for a little bit, but obviously Henry, was able to get back to the feet, create scrambles. I think he got him down himself. But at the end of the day, Aljo showed that, being an active champion is really what you got to be. You can't just, come and go as you please like Henry was trying to do. But anyways, enough of their previous bouts. I mean, I'll probably touch more so. But as far as this weekend, this fight, I feel when they start this fight, they're going to get right into it. Round one, expect Aljo to be trying to mix up his striking, trying to look for some takedowns. Expect Sean to be trying to make him pay early, because both guys need to set the tone as far as the matchup going. Like whose fight is this? You know what I mean? So Aljo's going to be trying to mix it up. He's going to try and make it the uglier fight. Try and get Sean to the cage. Mix up some strikes, so he can shoot in for his double leg, maybe a single leg in there, some trips. But at the end of the day, I feel he's going to find a very, very game opponent in Sean O'Malley. This fight, Sean's been talking about for a while, so I can only imagine he's been preparing for it a lot longer than whatever training camp might have been in the works so far. If they say 8 weeks, I'm saying a damn year. That Sean's probably been thinking about this fight, wanting this fight. At the end of the day, Sean, he has to win this fight if he wants to be the guy that he says he is. And then the same thing for Aljo. If he wants to be this undisputed dominant champ and potential GOAT at this weight, and then move up and do all the things he plans to do, then he has to beat Sean. But I feel like this is definitely the biggest fight for both guys. I do feel as the fight goes on, as far as prediction and breakdown goes, I feel that Sean's going to be more than well enough prepared for the wrestling and takedowns. He's also going to be prepared in the scrambling abilities, whereas other guys, Aljo's got them down, been able to hold them down. I feel that Sean's going to have been prepping this entire camp, if not even previous. So working to get out of that body lock, that body triangle, that backpack position that Aljamain's so notorious for at this point. And don't don't fool yourself. Aljo's gonna try and strike. Aljo wants to strike. Aljo wants to show that he's a great mixed martial artist. He's good all around. But he's gonna try and get Sean down and hold him down and win that fight that way. If he can submit him, he's gonna submit him. If he can get him with the ground and pound, he's gonna get him with the ground and pound. So we have to just take that into account right now. Don't fool yourself. Don't think Aljo's gonna come out trying to bust a Cody Garbrandt, T.J. Dillashaw, or some Pedro Munoz BS. No, he's going to go in there with the absolute elite fight IQ. I believe Aljo already has like a coach's mentality. I don't even think he's just like a fighter anymore. I think he comes in with a coach's mentality. But Sean is like his coach's best friend, and I think Sean already has that coach mentality as well. So this is going to be a battle of fight IQs as well as both guys' attributes and strengths. You know, Sean striking versus Aljo's strength and grappling. But what I believe is going to happen is I believe Aljo's got this game plan. He's going to be. I've already been seeing tape and training camp from him where he's trying to heavily strike. Obviously, like I said, he's going to want to set up those takedowns, but I think he wants to prove something out there to everybody, to himself, like I said, that he can mix it up all over the place. And I think when he does, he's going to find, once again, he's going to find levels. The same way if Sean O'Malley tries to go to the ground and just have a complete grappling match with Aljamain Sterling, he's going to lose. He's going to lose. I don't think he can submit Aljo. I don't even think from a random scramble he can submit Aljo. I think the main objective of Sean O'Malley is going to be to make him pay, to hurt him on the feet, and then whenever they go into scrambles, to make Aljo lose confidence so he can, stop trying to take him down as much, and that just prove that he can keep getting back to the feet. And I think that's going to be the story of this fight. Aljo trying to get Sean down, him not being able to get Sean down when they get into the scrambles where Aljo's trying to, land shots off the break. He's setting up the takedown really just to set up the strikes afterward. And I feel when he does that, Sean's going to be waiting for him, break, maybe throw a teep kick, maybe an up kick. He could even hurt Aljo like that. And then at that point, we're going to see some flurry, some almost like a prime 145, a prime featherweight Conor when he would smell blood in the water, kind of like what he did to Chad Mendes, going to the body, starts coming with the hooks, the long straight down the pipe, pause. But that's what I feel is going to happen this week. I'm definitely leaning Sean O'Malley the entire way. I think it's going to be a competitive fight until it's not. I'm not guaranteeing a finish. Obviously, you can never guarantee a finish, but I'm not leaning so hard on a KO. I think Sean might be able to win this via levels, but if that does happen, I could definitely see that break where Aljo's, like I said, trying to set up the shots because he realized the takedown's not going to work, so he tries to mix it up again, and Sean's already waiting for him to come back to those shots. I feel like he was doing that stuff with Henry. And it's kind of something that Merab does, but Merab does he does it a little bit better. I feel like Sean would have had more trouble fighting Merab than he will Aljamain. Aljamain's more willing to engage in the strikes. He's not as dominant when it comes to just holding somebody against the cage. People get loose from Aljo. And that's what I feel is going to happen this weekend. I'm leaning, I want to say Sean by a decision victory, possibly unanimous. Very possibly a unanimous decision victory. But like I said, I could even see a stoppage. Probably not earlier, maybe a little bit later after Aljo's confidence is kind of gone a little bit and he starts feeling like, I got to make something happen. This kid's, he's making a fool out of me. And I feel Sean's he's going to get a little sloppy. He's going to start making little openings. And O'Malley really just needs one opening. I feel that he's that gifted of a striker. And I feel, that's a lower weight class. Those guys are a lot smaller, but he has some power down there, and he jokes around it he jokes about it all the time. So yeah, that's going to be my breakdown and prediction for this weekend's main event. We have UFC 291. I hope it's UFC 291. Not 292, you know what I mean? But 291, Aljamain Sterling versus Sean O'Malley, and I'm riding with Sean O'Malley the whole way this weekend. I feel he's gonna get it done, and he's gonna cement himself as a star in the sport. I don't know what's gonna happen after that. I don't know where he goes after this, but at this point, this has been his story. It's been a fun one. He really matured into a fighter, and I think we're gonna have a great night of fights this weekend. And I think the fight is gonna be a great fight too. I don't think it's just gonna be a washout. I think Aljo's gonna show everybody why he's champion and how he got this far, and how he's been able to keep the belt and defend it. But at the end of the day, I think Sean's going to be a little something different. You even go to the previous fights. The first time Aljo fought Yan, he just got dismantled. The first time Sean fought Yan, he kind of already knew what the game was. He already knew what he needed to do. That's another thing. Sean's jiu-jitsu coach has already been in there with Aljo. He's got a real feel for him. Pause. But in the grappling department, I do believe Aljo won a decision victory, but it was like almost an entirely grappling bout. Probably some strikes mixed in there. But at that point, Sean's coach has a feel for Aljo. He knows his strength at the very least. He's been in there with them. And he's probably already got a few ideas of the tendencies he's going to do. I feel between the coach and the fighter, O'Malley and his coach and his team, I feel like this has been how do I say, just a long time in the making for this one. And Aljo, he's as game as they come. I feel Sean's as game as they come, but I'm leaning with Sean O'Malley, and there you go. That's my prediction. I'm rambling. I'm going on a tangent here, but anyways, don't forget to drop a like, drop a comment, go subscribe. I'm trying to hit 100 subscribers, guys. Come on, this shouldn't be. I'm gonna keep dropping these videos. I'm gonna keep trying to get you guys some wins, some money if you guys are betting, and some of you guys just want to know who's gonna win. So keep tapping in, and I'm definitely trying to grow the page, more content. I am gonna make another separate video of the entire fight card, bottom to top. I feel I have a good read on pretty much this whole card. I have been watching a lot of these fighters a long time, and I'm gonna make another video. So like I said, turn the notifications on. Go drop a like. Go drop a subscribe. Go drop a comment. Go drop a deuce. Go drop a follow on quote-unquote X, formerly known as Twitter, Scrappers Digest. Same name as the channel. And come on, you guys. Let's get this money. Let's get some wins, all right?